Alright, hello folks. This is Alan recording another comprehensive draft video. Just got home from GP yesterday from Reno. Didn't do too well because the seal pool was pretty bad, and in seal there's a lot more high variance. Seems like yesterday the new season started. We are currently in gold tier. I would love to maybe race towards mythic and do just a bunch of Theros Beyond Death drafts for comprehensive analysis. So yeah. Thank God it's back on Magic the Gathering Arena. It's still best of one, which, isn't as fair as it can be, but let's go through this set and see why it's such an excellent draft set to do. So let's begin. And pack one, pick one. Well, Dream Trawler is a bomb. Does put you into the two-color white-blue flyers deck, but if we can force it, it's definitely going to just win you the game when you play it down. Other good uncommons, Alcea of Life's Bounty. I don't mind playing in any white deck just as a nice creature that can protect maybe like a big scary flyer like Dream Trawler, and something that helps you win the game. So definitely a nice solid white uncommon. Elspeth's Nightmare. If Dream Trawler wasn't in his pack, I'd probably just take the Elspeth's Nightmare. It can be a powerful 2 or 3 for 1. So you can kill a small creature, then duress their hand, and then exile their graveyard. Definitely a very powerful uncommon that one shouldn't pass up as a pack one pick one. Blood Aspirant is also excellent, but also in the only in the black-red sacrifice deck. I can see this being played in white-red, but white-red isn't too popular in this set, and it's not the most appealing two-color combination to be going for. But that's pretty solid if you're playing this in black-red. Looking at the commons, the only ones that stand out are the Incendiary Oracle as an excellent 2-drop, and the Omen of the Forge. And the Incendiary Oracle is excellent because it can trade up. It also exiles. Pretty relevant in the late game since you can pump this, and then Omen is just a nice way to deal with small efficient threats. But in terms of pure power level, the only two cards we should be looking at in this pack, in the pack one pick one, should be the Dream Trawler and the Elspeth's Nightmare as the two cards with the highest upside. And yeah, Dream Trawler is just a bomb that just wins you the game. The safer choice will be Elspeth since it's in one color, but don't mind taking the Dream Trawler here. Maybe force white-green as much as possible to get this thing going, but if it's not open, then who knows, maybe we can switch to another color. But Dream Trawler is just too good. Let's take it here. The best card for your GP Limited sealed, basically. What do we have now? We have Heliod's Punishment, which is a fine removal spell in an aggressive deck. Definitely fine in the Dream Trawler deck as well, since you are looking to be aggressive. Not as aggressive in like white-red or white-green, but still fairly aggressive enough with lots of flyers. Another good card is Chainweb Arachneer is a nice escape creature that deals with flyers. Looking at the commons, there's a Daybreak Chimera, which is pretty good. Definitely a card you want in the Dream Trawler deck. The Dream Trawler deck wants to play lots of flying creatures and draw spells in order to reach the goal of just casting Dream Trawler. So there's usually two variants of the Dream Trawler deck. There's the one with the aggressive beatdown strategy through the air, and then the one with a more controlling version where you're trying to play cards like Thirst for a Meaning and Deny the Divine to get to your Dream Trawler. So overall, there's some interesting directions. There's also Heliod's Pilgrim. If we do pick up cards like Starlight Mantle or I forgot that card. The Dreadful Apathy, it can be very powerful. Just being a nice 3-mana 1/2 chump blocker that tutors a removal spell is really nice. And Thirst for Me is also great. Mogus' Favor is also good. But I think we're only looking at the white and blue cards here, so which one do we prefer? We don't have any auras yet to get back with Heliod's Pilgrim, so I can rule that out. Thirst for Meaning can help us draw towards the Dream Trawler. Daybreak Chimera can give us another flying win condition for the Dream Trawler deck, which I also don't mind. Do I prefer it over Heliod's Punishment? Probably. Since Heliod's Punishment, you really need to be in the hyper-aggressive deck. Otherwise, the opponent will be able just to tap their creature 4 times to get rid of it. Again, it is fine for the Dream Trawler deck, but the Dream Trawler deck is looking to be a little bit more of the blue-white Temple Flyer Sky deck, which is not necessarily the most aggressive. And by then, the opponent might be able to just remove the Helios punishment by tapping all of it down. So I think it's just between the Daybreak Chimera and Thirst for Meaning. I think the Daybreak Chimera is just plays very well in the Dream Trawler deck, especially if we can pick up more White Devotion. The Dream Trawler is a good plan. Definitely, if you are if your strategy in the white-blue deck is to just draw towards the Dream Trawler, but you can't just rely on a single bomb to just win you every single match, basically. You do need like a secondary win condition, and the Daybreak Chimera can serve as one of them. If the opponent somehow magically answers Dream Trawler, for example, using cards like Gift of Strength, or they just have a bunch of flying and reach creatures, then the Dream Trawler plan can get shut off entirely, and you need like another win condition, and therefore the Daybreak Chimera can be the win condition. But I do like Thirst for Meaning as well. I think these two cards are pretty close, but I think I'll just take the Daybreak Chimera to just maybe go more towards the flyer white-blue strategy, where my win condition isn't just a single Dream Trawler. Because again, this card could be near the bottom of your library, and you could end up decking yourself if you play this late, and then it's just going to end up drawing a bunch of cards, and you might just deck yourself in some games. While if you do have another game plan besides just drawing Dream Trawler, you can win without it, which I think I prefer for more consistency. So I think I'll just take a Daybreak Chimera here, but between Thirst for Meaning and the Chimera, they're both pretty close. But I think I like the Chimera, just to ensure I have another win condition. Ooh, late Elspeth's Nightmare, but I do see a Karametra's Blessing for the Dream Trawler plan. It might be too early to take the Karametra's Blessing over Elspeth's Nightmare, because Elspeth's Nightmare is definitely a better card. Karametra's Blessing can only give hexproof to cards with enchantments onto them. And seeing this kind of late signifies maybe we could decide to pivot into white-black if possible, even though I prefer playing Dream Trawler. I don't think Karametra's Blessing or Sleep of the Dead beats Elspeth's Nightmare. Hero of the Next Born is also consideration, but it is a dual color card, while Elspeth's Nightmare keeps us open. So I think I'll just take the best card here. Showing that it's late might show that black is open. Here, I do like myself a Sunmane Pegasus as another flying win condition in the Dream Trawler deck. Also, Hero of the Next Born is being passed, so again, white red is being open. Also, don't mind like Glimpse of Freedom to help me dig towards Dream Trawler, or Naiad of the Hidden Coves as a nice, decent 3-drop blocker that can give discounts to our card draw spells. But I think I like my Sunmane Pegasus to, again, ensure I have more win conditions through the air. So, definitely going to take it here. Other good cards include the Iroh's Blessing as well, as the best card in this pack, followed up by the Sunmane Pegasus. So, I think I'll take that, and then happy to see a Dreadful Apathy as a fine removal spell. Also, Thirst for Meaning would be pretty nice. Riptide Turtle is pretty nice in the aggressive white-blue Flyers deck, since it acts as a decent blocker on the ground while you're attacking in the air. Definitely pretty solid, but can't pass up on Dreadful Apathy for it. And a Leonin can be a pretty decent 2-drop in the white deck, since, I've kind of grown a little bit fond of this 2-drop, since even at 1 toughness, it can exile a card from the graveyard, so if the opponent decides to use Moga's Favor, it ends up exiling, which isn't bad. And then in the late game, it can kind of trade off and then exile a annoying creature from the graveyard. So it's pretty solid. Other than that, there's Blight Breath Catoplepis, but I think we're going to be a more heavily devote to white, given that we have Daybreak Chimera, so it kind of interferes with the white flyer sky plan, so I think the Leonin's decent here. Right, so we do have blue cards. Do love a Stern Dismissal, just as a nice, cheap interactive spell in the white-blue Flyers deck. Also wouldn't mind a Nyxborn Seaguard or a Show Kraken as fine blockers. I think I would prefer the Show Kraken over the Nyxborn Seaguard, but definitely taking this Dismissal here. And a Flicker of Fate I don't hate. So yeah, there's also Moga's Favor, but obviously Dream Trawler is a better card, so we think we build around that more than the Elspeth's Nightmare. So I think it's just the Flicker of Fate here. That's a nice interactive spell that can combo off with Dreadful Apathy, or protect a creature, or bounce or flicker the opponent's creature if they do a double block, or try to enchant it with a enchantment spell. I do like this card a lot. Also, Dominatrix Familiar can be fine in the white-blue Flyers deck, but I think just having our Flicker is much more important. And Omen of the Sun's a decent blocker, same with Vexingol. I think I prefer the Vexingol. Ooh, there's also Nyxborn Courser. Given that we have Daybreak Chimera, it could be right to just take the Nyxborn Courser. We could just be that blue-white Flyers tap-out deck where we're not looking to keep up too much instant speed stuff. Therefore, the Vexingol doesn't look as good and appealing. The Nyxborn Courser can be a decent blocker, and again, it gives us White Devotion for the Daybreak Chimera. Same with the Omen of the Forge, I guess, since it can give us a bit of life, give us a bunch of 1/1 blockers that can chump block, but Nyxborn with the Daybreak Chimera seems pretty solid. And I should have enough Flyers to maybe close out that I don't need a Vexingol. It still keeps us in white, so I think I'll take our first copy of Courser. And could end up in white-green, I don't know. Take the Returner Nature. Sleep of the Dead. It's not bad for a Flyers deck, but I don't like this card too much. I mean, it could be playable in white-blue Flyer, since you might need to lock down a big creature for a whole turn, and then you can get in through the air. I don't actually see it wrong main decking this, even though there are better removal strategies like Stern Dismissal, but I'll take one since there's nothing here for us. Ooh, Glimpse of Freedom, but there's Naiad, which can be pretty decent. I think blue should have enough card draw where we don't need Glimpse of Freedom, and we could just take something like the Naiad, which can kind of give us our discount for our removal spells and the draw spells. Glimpse can be fine though, since this can help us find Dream Trawler, but maybe Naiad is what we kind of need currently. And then the Riptide Turtle. Okay, so seems like blue-white Flyers is definitely open. Happy to see this Riptide Turtle pretty early, so I guess the game plan is gum up the ground, play a bunch of Flyers, and just win through the air. So we'll move on. And Commanding Presence is excellent. There's also Final Death in this pack, which is great. But I'm not going to pass up on the Commanding Presence. Hopefully we pick up enough cheap Flyers like the Transcendent Envoy so we can attach this onto the Flyers. And this can be, again, another win condition we can use just to, again, for a bunch of damage, make a million chump blockers and to enhance our Flyers. Seems solid. Other than that, there's Final Death if we want to switch to the white-black mid-range grindy plan. Also Voracious Typhon, but yeah, seems like Commanding Presence looks good with our flying creatures. So I'll take it here, and Daxos looks solid. There's also another Sunmane Pegasus, but the double white with Daxos is pretty nice. There's also Heliod's Pilgrim, which can search up the Dreadful Apathy or the Commanding Presence, and that can be pretty solid, but I think we want a good 2-drop being Daxos, just being able to gain us life, give us a discount for Daybreak Chimera is pretty solid, and it's a decent 2-drop that can help us stabilize and survive, so I think I'll take it here. And another Nyxborn, but I think I like the Omen of the Sea just to ensure that I can draw towards my answers. Sea God Scorn I actually don't mind also in a blue-white Flyer beatdown deck, but with maybe double Stern Dismissal, it's not as necessary for the Sea God Scorn. Already have a Nyxborn Courser, already have Naiad. I think the Omen gets a nod here. There's also Starlight Mantle, which can protect our other Flyers. With the Commanding Presence, but I think having our first card draw spell is important to ensure that we can get to Dream Trawler. And Starlight Mantle looks solid. There's also Flicker, but we have one already. There's also Dawn Evangel, which I don't hate. Dawn Evangel can get back cards like Daxos and Leonin, and the Riptide Turtle if one of our creatures with an aura was attached to it dies. Whenever a creature dies, if an aura you control is attached to it. How many auras? Commanding Presence. Dreadful Apathy Exile, so it's not as great. Could just take the Starlight Mantle here, but the Dawn Evangel can be a fine creature and a blocker as well that we could use. Like, as long as we get to Dream Trawler, it's fine. I mean, it does provide protection for our Commanding Presence, which can be pretty decent. But yeah, I could use another fine 3-drop. I think I'll take the Dawn Evangel here. And now we can take another second Flicker. Not a big fan of Pious Wayfarer in this type of deck. Since, I mean, we're only looking to be aggressive through the air. We're not looking to be aggressive through the ground, at the very least. A second Flicker can be decent. Nyxborn can be a fine blocker, but it's pretty expensive. We have Riptide Turtle already. I mean, this with Commanding Presence isn't bad, and we already have Flicker. Double Flicker can be nice with the Omen of the Sea, however. But we have one, so yeah, maybe Pious can be fine. just to give us a little bit of aggression, and the Sentinel's Eyes is nice with our flyers, so definitely taking it here. And could see myself taking a Transcendent Envoy as a nice flyer with this commanding presence. Seems pretty solid. Yep, I'll take it. Also nice follow up the Pious Wayfarer on turn 2. Indomitable Will seems fine. Nice aggressive card. Could see myself running a Memory Drain maybe over maybe the Rumbling Sentry. Since we should have enough decent blockers on the ground, I don't think we need a Rumbling Sentry. Deny the Divine might get played, even though it seems like we're more of a tap-out deck. Now a Starlight Mantle seems solid. Okay, so the Dream Trawler game plan is definitely happening. The blue-white is definitely flowing, so hopefully the third pack can maybe give us a little bit more card draw, and we should be fine. Maybe some more removal spells, maybe another Daybreak Chimera, we'll see. Didn't want to open a temple. There's Karametra's Blessing, which can be pretty decent to protect our flyer. But another Ominous is pretty good as well. Maybe it's the Karametra's Blessing. It's pretty good with the Commanding Presence. It's pretty good with the Transcendent Envoy to protect it. When a creature has Starlight Mantle, it can be pretty decent as well as the Indomitable Will and the Sentinel's Eye, so I don't hate taking it here. Another Ominous can be pretty decent as well to find Dream Trawler, but I think, again, we want to have a really consistent deck where we don't want to just rely on a single Dream Trawler to win us the game, and maybe the Karametra's Blessing is much more important. So I don't hate taking it here. How many creatures do we have? 1, 2, 3, potentially 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we should have a decent number of creatures that Karametra's Blessing seems solid. Don't hate it. Think I'll take it here over the Ominous Sea, even though I would love an Omen. Brine Giant, how good is that? Can be a decent blocker, but maybe Show Kraken's already fine enough. Already have Sentinel's Eyes. Don't think we're a Phalanx Tactics deck since we aren't looking to go very wide. We're just trying to protect our flyers and get there. Brine Giants, I don't think I'm playing Nyxborn Seaguard. I do have a good number of enchantments, and therefore this can be a pretty decent card, which can get a nice discount. The Show Kraken also isn't bad, since it can help us find Dream Trawler again. So, I think I'll take it here over the Brine Giant, since it seems to have a little bit more upside. Could take another Starlight Mantle, which I don't hate. Ready have Sleep. Ready have Deny the Divine. Don't think I need to play a 6-mana bounce spell. Yeah, maybe we main deck 2 Starlight Mantles, and then we don't need like Karametra's Blessing. Already have the Indomitable Will. I do like to see a second Transcendent Envoy, which can give us discounts for these auras, which seems pretty decent, so that's looking good. Second Flicker. Don't think I need 2 Deny the Divines, given that we have double Starlight Mantle, which can act as pseudo counter spells already. And again, we look to be like a heavy tap-out creature deck. But then again, do we need a second Flicker? It can be pretty decent with the Starlight Mantle, but we have 2 again. And also with Karametra's Blessing. This can get pretty awkward in multiples, so maybe second Deny isn't as bad as it seems. Another Pious Wayfarer. Actually, I don't mind a second Stern Dismissal. Don't think I need double Pious Wayfarer. It's not that good, so Stern Dismissal is better. Could see a Lionfish. Ooh, a Witness isn't bad. This is another nice late game flyer. There's also Vexengold, which can be pretty decent as well. Stinging Lionfish. How much flash stuff do we have? Double Stern, Karametra's, Starlight Mantle, Indomitable Will, Deny the Divine. It can be okay, but it's not a good win plan strategy. Could just take the Vexengold as a cheap flyer that we can enhance with our Starlight Mantles and Commanding Presence. But could use another nice top-end flyer like Witness, to be honest. But this is pretty cheap, and they say when in doubt, just take the cheaper card. But Witness is pretty decent. How likely is it that we cast Daybreak Chimera for cheap? Don't know. Could just take the Witness again. Maybe the Vexengold is better because it plays well to counter spells and is cheaper. Don't think we need second Starlight Stern Dismissal, so I'll take a Maze Warden for the gems. Same here. Thaumaturg's Familiar, maybe. Late Warbriar's Blessing. Another Sentinel's Eyes, don't need it, but I'll take it. Alright, so we are definitely doing the white-blue flyers. Game plan. So what are our cuts? I do like the 5s. The Nyxborn Seaguard can be cuttable since we should have enough early blockers. We don't want to pay 4 mana just for this. Familiar can probably go since I have 2 Transcendent Envoy, Sunmane Pegasus, and Chimera already. I can see myself cutting that. I can see myself cutting a Deny the Divine since we're looking to be more tap out. We aren't looking to play too much instant speed flash. Indomitable Will can be cut since we have double Starlight Mantle to get there. 2 drops are fine. Like a Stern Dismissal for interaction. The Karametra's Blessing can probably go since we have double Starlight Mantle already. I mean, I could maybe just cut the Deny the Divine, but at least it's going to maybe deal with a big creature that I need to get rid of. In terms of removal, I mean, we have double Stern Dismissal to bounce. Flicker of Fate, maybe, to hold them off. Dreadful Apathy. Maybe I could just cut the Karametra's Blessing. It's kind of situational. Deny can be pretty decent if the opponent plays like a big creature that I need to counter, but again, it's pretty expensive for what it's worth. So maybe I do cut it. Do we go 17 lands or 16? We can maybe get away with 16 if possible. I don't hate it. Yeah, I can see myself going to 16. Since there's a risk of flooding, our Show Cracking can probably help us get our land drops. We have an Omen of the Sea. Blessing is fine. Could cut the Pious Wayfarer, in fact. That's actually a consideration as well. But I think we should be fine. Our curve is relatively low, even with a 6-drop. So we can just go, I guess, 8-8. We are slightly favoring white a little bit more, but with the double blue, with the blue cards, I think we kind of need the 8 going. Yeah, let's try this out. Let's think here. Do we need the Thaumaturg? We have Transcendent Envoy, Sunmane, Daybreak. It could help us scry, maybe, to find a playable. How often are we going to have a Dawn Evangel trigger? It's a decent blocker, but we have like Nyxborn Courser already. But it can be fine. Yeah, we should have enough flyers. We don't need a Thaumaturg Familiar. Don't need Nyxborn. Deny could be possible. Indomitable Will can be possible. But Starlight Mantle is just a better card. Karametra's Blessing. It's again only good with enchantment creatures. It does protect our commanding presence, however. But maybe we're fine without the Karametra's Blessing. Since again we have double Starlight Mantle and also Flicker to Fate already, so we don't need it. We could use like the Indomitable Will for more constellation value to help us get there. Or maybe just Deny the Divine can be fine. I mean, I don't hate it. I think I'll play a Deny the Divine and just call it from there. Alright, let's try this. Alright, we do have Dream Trawler, but we do need double white, so I think this is a mulligan, even on the play. I'll mulligan this. This is better, and we have Dream Trawler again, so I'll keep. Definitely bombing a land here. Could bomb the commanding presence, but might need it just to have a nice creature to start attacking. And we should get to 6 maybe on the draw. I don't know. I think this is fine. Should have played the planes out in case we top deck Daxos. So I should consider definitely playing the white card. Opponent plays a Birth of Meletis as a ground blocker. But we have the turtle. Okay, Dixborn isn't bad with Commanding Presence. It can be pretty scary. Hopefully opponent doesn't have any premium removal spells. But he's playing black, so it's likely that he does. But I think I still attach a Commanding Presence to start attacking here. Daxos, alright. So that's going to block us off. Could play a Naiad, but I think Commanding Presence is worth doing here. He could 2-for-1 me, but I need to eventually start getting in there. Could just block here, use a removal spell on Nyxborn next turn. It's possible. Maybe he has Drag to the Underworld or Dreadful Apathy. We'll see. Alright, or Wolfstrider. So he's going to start making chump blockers and scrying here. And gaining life. Have to be aware that I shouldn't. I show some cards in my hand when I play this Dream Trawler to give it hexproof. Could ambush this Wolfstrider. I could just Dreadful Apathy it. I don't hate it. Think I'll attack first. Since if it does end up in the graveyard, he can just get it back. How much does it cost to get back? Exile 4 cards, so it's going to take a while. So I don't necessarily need to use a Dreadful Apathy yet. Could just flash into Vexing Gull. Maybe Naiad can maybe block off the Daxos. So maybe I'm just fine playing the Naiad here. To block off Daxos, maybe taking 3, that should be okay. And eventually I can maybe decide when I want to cast this Dreadful Apathy to get rid of this Wolfstrider. Definitely not blocking. Fine taking 3 here. Since I'm at a relatively nice life total. Another Birth from Meletis. Leonin, okay. Ooh, Omen of the Sea, so I could flash in both Vex and Go and Omen, that's not bad. I think I need to start attacking here with the Nyxborn. If he lets this happen, I can at least make a 1-1 to block off this Leonin, so that's not bad. I think I'll just say go. I can flash in Vex and Go and Omen at instant speed. Don't think I care here. It's still taking 3. It's not the end of the world. Mire Triton, okay. So now he should have enough to escape the Wolfstrider. I can Dreadful Apathy and exile it maybe and lock it down. But for now, I think we'll just flash in this Omen. Maybe ensure that we hit our land drops for Dream Trawler. Do want lands on top, so I think I'm fine with this. So I can eventually play the Dream Trawler, so I'll keep double land. And then we'll flash into Vexing Gull. And let's play land. Then I'm going to get in for an attack with the Nyxborn Courser. He can definitely block and sack to scry with the Wolfstrider. I think I'll first... Well, this is 6 damage. I think it's smart to first strike the Triton first. So I think I'll do that. He could have a trick. And then we can Dreadful Apathy the Wolf Strider. Could have a trick here. We'll see what the opponent has. Could have attacked with a Vexing Goal too. I forgot. Could have gotten in there for 2, but maybe I can. But I'm not in the position to kind of just race him. All of a sudden, okay. What did he exile? I forgot what he exiled. I guess he exiled his own card to draw a card. Seems like a pretty interesting strategy. Guess he wants to sacrifice his Wolf Strider to get back. Sunmane Pegasus, alright. I think I just play out the Dream Trawler. I do have one card to give it hexproof, but I'll definitely attack with the Nyxborn Courser first. You could sack this to Scry with the Wolf Strider. Don't know if you forgot about that because the ability is still available. So now I guess I just play out Dream Trawler, and then I still have the ability to give it hexproof since I have a card in my hand. Alright, sweet. So the deck seems functional for sure. Just re-going over everything. Obviously, Deny Divine being better than Karametra's Blessing. Since I can deal with a big threat. We have a Sentinel's Eyes, Indomitable Will. Again, I have Starlight Mantle already. Commanding Presence as a way to make our creatures better, and these also already give our creatures hexproof. Deny the Divine. Don't know if I need a second one. It could be pretty decent, but I think it can get pretty bad multiples. Yeah, if 16 lands, it didn't seem too difficult to get the Dream Trawler, so I think we'll keep it 16 and continue this game plan. Alright, no Dream Trawler, but it can be fine. We do need double white with the Nyxborn Courser, but we can maybe use Commanding Presence. We're on the draw. Think it's fine keeping this. Start with white in case we pick up Daxos, I guess. Ooh, Envoy, so that's not bad. I can attach Commanding Presence to this on turn 3. And hopefully I don't get 2 for 1 or something, but I think it's worth considering. Don't know if I want to do the Commanding Presence play yet. It can be kind of bad. Libation, okay, that's not bad. At least I didn't attach a Commanding Presence onto it yet. Here, I think I like the Courser as a good blocker. I could attach a Commanding Presence on the Nyxborn to make it another aggressive threat, so... Okay, let's see. What do I discard? I think I'm fine discarding the Naiad and the Kraken, maybe? Could discard the Commanding Presence again, but it acts as a pretty powerful win condition. Yeah, the Naiad can go, and then potentially the Kraken. Kraken is a good blocker, but I think I want to be aggressive through the air, potentially. Opponent didn't attack, that's interesting. Okay, I could just put on the Commanding Presence onto it and start attacking. You could have a removal spell off the top. So maybe I can just play the Sunmane first to see if he'll use a removal spell on that instead, and then the Nyxborn can be maybe have a little safety with the Commanding Presence on. Alright, using a Final Def. Land on the top wasn't bad, so now I can Sentinel's Eyes. So this is an all-in game plan. If he has another removal spell, then it's pretty much over. But I have to go for this. Otherwise, I'm not winning. Okay, single Final Def and it's game over here. But what can you do? Underworld Charger, okay. That can't block, so opponent doesn't have any good attacks here. And this has Vigilance. So, ooh, and a Starlight Mantle to protect it. That's looking really nice. So we'll definitely keep attacking. The opponent can start exiling creatures to gain life as well. But eventually he'll run out of food for Timuret. Grim Physician, okay. That's just a chump blocker. And a turtle, that's not bad. Might flash in the turtle if he decides to be even more aggressive. I don't hate the chump block. It does kill one of my 1/1s, but at the same time it lowers his Black Devotion. Let's see what he has here. If he's trying to lower with the Grim Physician, I don't know if he has a way to deal 6 damage to me here. Probably not. He should kill the 1/1, I think. Maybe save the Riptide Turtle as something. Catoplepis, okay. Let's see what he uses this on. How much is this? This is 6. I could flash into Starlit Mantle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's not going to kill me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's still going to be a 1/1. It should be fine. Don't think I'll die. Guess he can make some attacks. I'll just flash in the Riptide Turtle here. Fine taking 2 lifelink. I think I'm still saving the Starlight Mantle in case he has like a final death. I need to be careful about. So we're gonna get him for 5. Keep the land in case I have Dream Trawler. And if he blocks the Timuret next turn, I can definitely Starlight Mantle and kill it. And I think I will, just to ensure that I kill him. Ooh, I have a second Starlight Mantle, so definitely attacking here. Maybe he doesn't realize I have Starlight Mantle. Okay, this is fine. So now we can flash in this Mantle, get rid of Timuret. He's going to start exiling stuff to gain life, of course, but at least this is out of the way. Alright. Well, that was pretty lucky of us having the Commanding Presence on the Courser, because Timuret is definitely a scary card. Opponent was playing a mono black strategy, probably with a million removal spells and the Catoplepis to get it back, but luckily we got there. What would have been good that last game? I don't know. Maybe the Karametra's Blessing. Since this can actually deal with cards like Final Death. So maybe I play the Blessing, I don't know. Could still play Deny the Divine, we'll see. I guess we'll just keep playing as well and seeing where this heads to. I mean, I guess Karametra's Blessing could just be better, since it's a lot more cheaper. It might not deal with big threats, but as long as we can gum up the ground, it can be fine. And then we still have Dreadful Apathy to deal with big threats, and we can still Stern Dismissal and bounce them back to buy us time. So I think we try this. Opening hand, we have Dream Trawler. I think it's fine. I mean, it's going to take us a while. We do need to make sure we get double white flowing, but we do have a Dreadful Apathy. I think I'll take the risk of keeping this. It's not the most exciting opening hand, but don't really want to go down with 6. If we're playing against an aggro deck, that will be a problem. But luckily we top deck some 2-drops to stabilize. But can't really say no to Dream Trawler opening hand. Red-green aggro, okay, it's not what I want to see. And an Incendiary Oracle. Okay, so this could be kind of scary. I think I'm fine taking 2. Next turn I can play the Sunmane Pegasus to maybe trade off for the Incendiary Oracle. Or maybe I can just take 2 again and then play out the Daybreak Chimera. And the moment I drop Dream Trawler, I basically win. Opponent has a 3rd land. Okay, Oriad isn't the scariest. I'm definitely fine with that. And then we can play out this Pegasus, take 2 from the Oracle, play out the Chimera. I mean, I can just play the Show Kraken, in fact, to block off this Incendiary Oracle. Definitely blocking the Oriad here. He could have like a Mantle here. But I think that's fine, because I can bait it out. And regardless, I can get the 5 to cast Daybreak Chimera. Okay, he had the Mantle. But again, that's fine, since the Kraken can come out here. And Dream Trawler on 6 is pretty devastating, if you can't deal with that. This is a strange attack. Could just block the Oracle here. Even if he pumps twice, it won't be able to kill it. So I think I'll block the Oracle, because it'll require a lot more work than just pumping. Could have something here. Even if he double pumps, is not going to kill off the Show Kraken. You could have like Omen of the Forge, I guess, to finish off the Show Kraken. Okay, knew it. Then the Dream Trawler comes out, and then we just hope and pray it sticks. Petitioner is just going to gain him a bunch of life. I don't think I care. I think I'm fine taking 3 from the Oriad, because again, I do have like Dreadful Apathy to lock it down. He could have, I guess... Ooh, I guess I have Stern Dismissal if he decides to do the Gift of Strength trick. So that's not bad. Definitely attacking in for a whole bunch here. Don't think I need to lock anything down at the moment. If you have Gift of Strength, again, Stern Dismissal will basically blow him out. So, and also Flicker of Fate. So this is looking good. Do I play out the Daybreak Chimera? I already have Stern Dismissal and Starlight Mantle, so I should still be okay. So I'll play out the Daybreak Chimera as another decent attacker to kind of speed up the clock. And we'll just say go. But you usually don't beat Dream Trawler Unlimited, since it's such a busted card. I'm fine if he kills the Chimera. I think I can just win with the Dream Trawler at this point. I could Stern Dismissal here. We'll see what he targets. Yeah, we'll just Starlight Mantle, since I can already give Dream Trawler Hexproof. Yeah, you can't really beat that. But again, I could main deck 2 Flicker of Fates. I mean, actually I only have 1. So in that scenario, yeah, I guess the Karametra's Blessing is just a better card overall. Yeah, Deny the Divine is kind of clunky. I do like it with the Naiad, but it is, again, pretty clunky. We're more of a tap-out deck where we're trying to win the game with flyers, at the very least. So we're not going to have too much mana to keep up stuff like Deny the Divine. And, yeah, I think we just keep playing this out. Alright, do have a curve. I think this is an okay since I'm going on the play. Not a Dream Trawler opening hand again, but I think it can be pretty decent. I'll keep. Starting with Plains in case Daxos appears. And no Daxos, so I think I'm fine just playing out the Envoy here. White-black, so it seems pretty controlling. We'll get in there for one. Opponent could just play out Ominous Sun next turn. Playing this in case we pick up some instant speed stuff. Right, probably has like Elspeth's Nightmare. Okay, that's fine. Fine sacrificing the Naiad here. Ooh, Sentinel's Eyes isn't bad. I think I'll just get going with the Sentinel's Eyes so I can start clocking the opponent for 2 per turn, making this Transcendent Envoy into a huge threat. And then Dawn Evangel, if the Transcendent Envoy dies with the Sentinel's Eyes attached to it, I can get back. Hopefully I don't start top decking lands because I need playables at this point. Lagona is going to get back the Nebula End, which will lock down the Transcendent Envoy, which I will recast again. Unicorn, okay. Well, hopefully we top deck a Dream Trawler because we're definitely flooding out here with 16 lands. It's not looking good. The opponent's going to get in for 7 next turn, which is a lot. I could just chump block with the Transcendent Envoy. I think he knows that I'm going to do that, so I think I just take 8, unfortunately, since this is a lot, since I don't want to lose this Dawn Evangel. So now it's in the graveyard, we can get back the Transcendent Envoy. Ooh, Commanding Presence. Think I have to put on the Dawn Evangel, unfortunately. I do want to put on the Envoy, however. Let's see. So I can start attacking the air. I think I'll just do it. I could save it till next turn, so I can represent something. In case he could have like a removal spell that he can use main phase. I think I'm fine just passing. Don't want to show him the Commanding Presence yet. I still have the Dawn Evangel, which can chump block. Right, a Pegasus. Well, now the Presence can attack past it. But opponent also has a Heliod's Pilgrim, which you can find a removal spell for. Jeez. So I do want a way to get back a Sentinel's Eyes. Ooh, Dreadful Apathy, that's scary. So I definitely need to top deck something good next turn. Hopefully a Karametra's Blessing or Starlight Mantle with a Transcendent Envoy. And there we go, Karametra's Blessing. Let's play this Commanding Presence. And then let's get in there. Could just play the land. Probably not. Probably hide info. Do I just keep it back? I could. But I think I need to start generating chump blockers. The opponent will gain 2 per turn, but I need the chump blockers around to deal with the Captivating Unicorn. And then I can then escape the Sentinel's Eyes next turn to make this into a Vigilance creature that can start swinging in. Definitely chump blocking the 4/4 if he attacks with it. Next turn this will gain Vigilance and I can start attacking and keeping it up as a blocker. So that's pretty nice. Opponent needs to start triggering Constellation with the Captivating Unicorn to maybe win the game. Otherwise, I'm going to keep having this up as a blocker. Prize a removal spell here. Yep, good game. That's usually what happens in Limited against Black. And 2 damage kills me here, so if he has a Chimetra's Blessing, I'm dead. Yep, it's not fun flaying out here. Maybe Dream Trawler can win me the game. Would have loved this last turn, but I can't escape it, so yep. Making sure I'm not missing out on anything. Nope. I think our deck is as optimal as it can be. Just flooded out way too much in that game, even with 16 lands. And that's what happens. This is Magic. Alright, Vexingal, Leonin, Starlight Mantle seems decent and we're on the play. Don't hate it. And we have ways to protect our creatures as well. Okay, no Daxos, so Leonin seems decent here. Another black-white opponent, so definitely playing a lot of removal spells. Temple Thief. I don't think I mind trading off for this Leonin. It does give a discount to this Daybreak Chimera next turn, which if we do pick up land we can resolve, so maybe I just pass. Since playing a 4/4 Chimera, playing a 4-mana Chimera seems pretty tempting here. So if he attacks, I probably won't block. I'm fine taking 2, flash into Vexingal, and then play land next turn to play out the Chimera. So I think that's fine. Opponent could have an Omen of the Sun, I guess. So that's also something to be mindful about. Hopefully I top deck a land so I can play this Daybreak Chimera. And land it is, so happy to see that. Think I'll just attack with a Vexingal because he could have Omen of the Sun. I don't mind trading off this 3/1 for this 2/2. And then the Daybreak Chimera can maybe block a 1/1. But playing this for 4 seems pretty nice, so luckily we didn't trade off this Leonin. Yeah, probably flash an Omen end of turn, no Omens. So I guess I'm fine just constantly attacking now. Sunmane Pegasus here. Huh. I think I should attack with all here, see what happens, and I'll play the Pious Wayfarer first, and if he blocks a 2-2, I don't mind flashing the Starlight Mantle. Just so I can get a kill off this Sunmane Pegasus, which can be pretty annoying. He probably sees it here, but that's fine. Yep, we'll let damage happen. And I'll outrace him even though he gains life. And now we have Starlight Mantle as protection from removal, so that's also fine for me. Temple Thief should have been exiled. It is. It's just a weird glitch. Strange reason why it's showing it in the graveyard. Right, Commanding Presence. That's pretty scary, especially on a Sunmane Pegasus. Don't know how I'm going to deal with that, especially if it can gain lifelink. Need a way to deal with this. I probably need like a Dreadful Apathy off the top. Transcendent Envoy, don't know if that's going to do it. But I'm fine attacking with all. Should have played maybe the Transcendent Envoy main phase to trigger Constellation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can do 7 damage. I think I'm fine just attacking like this. Playing out the Envoy, keeping up Starlight Mantle. Could have did an extra damage, but I don't know if that matters. Now we can start giving this Vigilance, which can be pretty annoying, and gaining 4 per turn, which he's going to start doing. Well, luckily unfortunately he didn't tap out for it, so I think we still take the 4. This is going to be pretty hard to beat. Would love a removal spell, so anything, maybe a Flicker of Fate would be pretty decent here. No Flicker. Alright, I guess we're just going to keep taking a beating here. Sunmane Pegasus is so good with Commanding Presence. It's pretty absurd. Yeah, the first strike is going to be pretty annoying. I mean, I could maybe double block and Starlight Mantle. Maybe. I can try that maybe next turn. To kind of get like a kill off of this Sunmane. It's not that good though, but I think it's something we might have to do eventually. Glory Bearers. Alright, we'll flash in this Riptide Turtle. So the creature. Ooh, alright, Stern Dismissal isn't bad. Don't mind playing that. Hopefully he doesn't have Karametra's Blessing up. That's 1 mana. I think we'll just pass the turn, and then we can bait him out to pumping his creature, and then using Stern Dismissal on his Sunmane Pegasus. Hopefully there's no Karametra's Blessing, because that would lead to a huge blowout. Could just stay back with this 3/3. He could have a removal spell, but the Show Kraken, I think I might need to resolve it here. Yeah, we'll play out the Show Kraken. We'll take the risk. If he has a removal spell, that's going to be bad, but so be it. I need to eventually find a way to find answers to the opponent. Rumbling Sentry, I don't care about. So right now it's just a board stall right now, just playing defense as long as possible. opponent just activates lifelink. Don't think he should be attacking. Well, I guess if he attacks, he can kill one of my creatures since he can gain toughness with his Glory Bringers. But I still don't see a reason why he should. Naiad isn't bad. I think I'll play her out. And then I could just enhance my Vex and Go. If he goes for a double block, I can... think I'll loot here. We'll take action. Stern Dismissal isn't bad. Yeah, Stern Dismissal isn't bad. These are two hard choices, but the Starlight Mantle might be more important just to enable Constellation and protect from removal, so I think I'll do that. If I attack with a 3-3, what happens if he double blocks it? I can enhance the Vex and Co into a 5-5, I guess, with the Starlight Mantle. I could just trade for one, I don't hate it. It's actually not a bad idea. Just trading for a Sunmane Pegasus with the Vex and Goal, I think is worth it. And we'll say go. I'm fine killing off one. I guess I could double block. I don't mind double blocking one Sunmane Pegasus. He does get in for 2, but that's fine. So I could block. No, I only have 4 power here, so I think I'm going to double block a Sunmane Pegasus. I think it's worth it here. Could have something. Indomitable Will. Okay, that's going to make it into a 6 power, so I do need to flash in the Starlight Mantle here and trigger Constellation. And in that case, what do I put it on? This is going to be 3 power, so if I place on a Transcendent Envoy, it's going to die anyways. So I think I'll do it for the Daybreak Chimera. Hopefully no other removal spell off the top. Ooh, Dream Trawler? Well, unfortunately, we have to discard Starlight Mantle because I have to play the Dream Trawler to win this game, so... Hopefully I get a land off the top next turn. No land. So I don't think I'm going to play out the Dawn Evangel, since I'm going to end up discarding Dream Trawler if I don't... We'll just say go. Hopefully he doesn't have like Aspect of Lamprey. That can be pretty bad for me as well. Archon, alright. Guess he can get back Commanding Presence with it. But it does need to die, but now we can play out the Dream Trawler. And hopefully win the game from there. He does have a lot of flying blockers, so I do need a way around this. I do have maybe like a Dreadful Apathy still in my deck, which I can use to lock down this Archon. So I could just try to cycle with the Dawn Evangel if I don't draw it next turn, since a Showcraking can help me find the Dreadful Apathy, which I desperately need. Because since I don't have any good attacks here, he can just double block and kill me. I think it's fine to just say go. Alright. I think I'll play the Dawn Evangel here and risk it. So I guess I'll end up discarding the card that I draw anyways. We'll decline. It could just be the Dreadful Apathy, so we'll just say go. Opponent plays another Rumbling Sentry here. Opponent might just go out for an all-out attack and try to kill me here, which can be a problem, but at least maybe I can kill one of his flyers. Alright, I think we'll just say go, keep our flyers back, play defense. Maybe draw into a removal spell. Alright, I can still block that off. Guess you can give it to the Archon. That is 5 damage, so I do need to chump block it, unfortunately. So I'll definitely draw the Transcendent Envoy in front of it. But if he does attack, I guess I can attack back with Dream Trawler and draw a million cards. So I actually don't hate that plan as well. Opponent is attacking. He could make a blunder here. Okay, so I'm definitely going to block with a Transcendent Envoy here, and then I can swing back with a Dream Trawler next turn and draw a million cards. So that's not looking bad for me. Definitely think I need to attack here because I don't think I'm going to win staying back. I need to gain life as well as draw cards. Opponent is empty, so he shouldn't have enough flying blockers to deal with a 5 toughness creature. Alright, Karametra's Blessing is looking good. Okay, I think he's just going to go for it here. I could still take 4 from the Archon. I'm definitely going to take the hit from the Archon. The Karametra's Blessing I can use on the Vexing Goal to maybe kill off the Sunmane Pegasus. Okay, the opponent's just going to go all in here. We're going to let everything resolve. Then we're going to move to blocks. Yep. We're going to block here. Block here. Block. Block here. Block here. Block here. And perhaps just block like this. Could just chump block here. I don't hate it. I definitely want to get rid of his flyers, that's for sure. These should be able to survive. Yeah, I could just block like this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, down to 1. So I should be careful here. Maybe I'm fine chump blocking this Glory Bringers at the very least. And then just block a 1-drop. Take 4, 5, 6. Don't hate it. Yep. And then before damage, we can use Karametra's Blessing on the Vexing Goal to remove it from the battlefield. Could just attack in with the 4/4. I think I'll just attack in the Dream Trawler. I think I need enough blockers to survive. Don't think I have enough for lethal. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is exactly lethal. So I think I just go for it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I think I'll go for it. Unless he has removal, then I don't think I can see myself winning if I stay back. Alright, definitely the right move since I was basically top decking and flooding. So, Dream Trawler steals the game again. Alright, currently 4-1. Let's get to our 7 wins. Right, no white mana. We do have Riptide Turtle as a blocker. We're on the play. Doesn't look too exciting. Do I still keep it? Nah, let's mulligan. This is not that great, but it's still better. Commanding Presence, maybe I don't keep. Definitely keeping this. I could just bomb the Stern Dismissal. I do like Naiad as a decent 3-drop. Stern Dismissal is a fine interaction spells in case something happens. Could just bomb the Commanding Presence, but it's also win condition, but it's pretty risky since I can get 2 for 1. But it can be really good. So, I don't know, maybe just bomb the Commanding Presence and go from there. Maybe should start with a plane since Daxos is a 2-drop. White-green aggro with a Destiny Spinner. Pretty good card. Luckily I'm not playing any counter spells, so this Destiny Spinner isn't gonna get its full value. If he attacks, do I block? Probably. Could have a removal spell here. Definitely blocking here. He could have like Karametra's Blessing, but I don't want him to free roll me, especially in an aggro deck. Alright. Could Dreadful Apathy here. I think I'm fine still taking 3. I have Stern Dismissal up. You could have a big creature that I want to exile with Dreadful Apathy, like the Voracious Typhon. Taking 3 is fine. Blocking a Destiny Spinner is fine. Yeah, we'll block the Destiny Spinner here. If he tries something, we have Stern Dismissal to counter whatever pump spells he decides to use. Another Leonin, okay. I could just trade off the Naiad next turn. Ooh, Sentinel's Eyes isn't bad. Yeah, I guess we can now do the combo, Wombo combo, Sentinel's Eyes into Naiad. Play out the Daybreak Chimera. Attacking for 3, which isn't bad. Could have Warbride's Blessing to kill the Chimera. Since we're all tapped out, this is his window to do it. He's definitely probably going to pass here since if he's attacking with both of these, then it definitely indicates something. So probably just going to take it here since I have Stern Dismissal next turn. It is a lot of damage, but however, I don't really want to screw anything up. Right, I have a Starlight Mantle, so that's not bad. Could just Apathy here on the Lagona, since it can be a pretty decent attacker. Yeah, I don't hate it. And then we can start getting in here with the Naiad and the Chimera, so we can kind of race them. And then next turn if he tries something, I'll definitely Stern Dismissal. Nexus Wardens, okay. I can use a Starlight Mantle to kill it, I guess. Now if he tries something, I will definitely Stern Dismissal with the 3/1s. Okay, definitely blocking one of them, so we'll move the blocks. Opponent was just free rolling me, I guess, the whole time. Alright, I could just bounce this back with Stern Dismissal. I don't hate it. Since I do want the Starlight Mantle to kill this. Yeah, let's do it. And I'll just exile the Lagona's Storyteller. Glory Bearers, okay. Luckily I have a flyer on the ground that can start getting in the air. So the 2-turn clock. I have Flicker of Fate, that's not bad. That can potentially buy me some time. Relentless Pursuit, okay. Opponent doesn't have any, can only get a land, that's nice. So if he decides to go in for an all-out attack, it's still not lethal. So in the Flicker phase, the last resort. What is he going to use it on? Let's see. I could flicker my Starlight. Let's see what he targets here. And then I can flicker my Starlight Mantle, which isn't bad. Alright. Flicker of Fate does it again. Sentinel's Eyes is very good. Currently 5-1. Let's get to our 7 wins. Alright, we do have double white for Daxos, and then Nyxborn, and then Chimera. So if we do have a single, we top deck a single land, we can play Daybreak Chimera on 3. I think I'll keep this hand, especially on the play. I mean, I guess with Daxos and the Sentinel's Eyes on it, it can potentially just get the Daybreak Chimera out on 3. But another land is looking nice here. So yeah, this is looking really good. Going to play the Daybreak Chimera out for 3 next turn and start getting in there. Alright, and then we can follow it with a Sunmane Pegasus. Opponent's playing green-white, so again he's on the aggro plan. Should watch out for Dreadful Apathy, of course. Nexus Wardens, okay. I can Sentinel's Eyes my Daybreak Chimera, I guess, and start getting in there. Could just attack with both, play the Sunmane Pegasus. Don't hate that as well. I can't play Nyxborn Courser and Sentinel's Eyes in the same turn, so may I just develop the Sunmane Pegasus and attack with both. Definitely blocks the 3/3, but the 2 damage is still getting in, so... And if he Constellations here, I guess he'll just regain his HP, but hopefully he doesn't have removal for Daybreak, since this 1/4 blocker is pretty annoying. Don't know if the opponent has anything instant speed. Now I can play the Sentinel's Eyes, which isn't bad, on the Daybreak Chimera. Could have like the Omen of the Forge, Omen of the Sun, I forgot. But I'm still playing everything out. Probably has Omen of the Sun here. Don't know if he has Flicker or something annoying. Alright, the Indomitable Will. This doesn't kill anything, however. It's still a 2/6. He could have a second one, I guess. Ooh, that's annoying. Oh, nice. So I do need a way to lock down this Nexus Warden, otherwise it's just going to be an annoying blocker for the rest of the game. So this is probably one of those long grindy games where I need to play defense. since the opponent is just keeping up a huge wall and looking to keep up instant speed to bait me into doing a misplay. Probably has something here, I don't know. I think I still go for it. Otherwise, I'm not going to win the game. But I think I'll play out my Transcendent Envoy first, just to give Daxos a little bit more devotion. Okay, he could have Ominous Sun again to double block the Courser, but I do need to kind of deal some damage to the opponent. Alright, let's get in there. Probably has Ominous Sun to double block the Courser. Okay, Omen Hunt, not as bad. I mean, he does gain a little bit of life, but he doesn't scare me at all. He's just going to gain a little bit of life, but we're still pinging him for 2 per turn. It's not all that great, but so be it. Does he have another Karametra's Blessing? Another Nexus Warden, okay. Alright, so this is going to be long and grindy for sure, and a Chain Web Arachneer as well. So I think the game plan is now just to get the Dream Trawler and play defense. So definitely not in the mood to attack here. We're just going to hold back. Hopefully we can find a way to maybe lock down one of their creatures. This Chain Web Arachneer needs to go as well. I do have a Stern Dismissal that can maybe bounce back the Warden, but the Chain Web Arachneer definitely needs to be dealt with, or else he's just going to lock everything down. Rumbling Sentry, okay. So definitely the opponent attacked against Flyers pretty nicely with the double Nexus Wardens. So definitely not in our advantage in this matchup. So unfortunately the Chain Web Arachneer is just the scariest creature right now we need to get rid of. Vexingo can flash at end of turn. Omen the Sun now, alright. So the opponent's just gonna stabilize here. I think the game plan is to kill Nexus Warden, play out Dream Trawler, I think. And then Dream Trawler can gain Hexproof from the Chain Web Arachneer and such. Forgot what we bottomed. Captivating Unicorn can start attacking. That's pretty annoying. And a Starlight Mantle, that's actually not bad. You can give one of our Flyers Hexproof. I think we'll just stay go. The Daxos can still block the Captivating Unicorn probably pretty well. Forerunner, okay, I can still block that. Guess you can tap down my Daxos and deal 5, but I have a million life at this point. So I'm really not scared of anything here. Don't know why he's tapping that down. He could easily trade in for 4 with the Captivating Unicorn. He should be tapping down Daxos, to be honest. Alright, probably keep land just in case for Dream Trawler, so I'm going to say go here. Commanding Presence, okay, that's scary. Alright. This is going to be pretty scary. So I guess Dahlia's Forerunner is now just a huge threat that we need to answer. Alright, yep. Don't know how to deal with a 7-powered first striker, so definitely need to find another win condition now, or else we're gonna die. Show Kraken. Right, I guess I'll try that. And then maybe then I can start looting and finding my Dream Trawler from there on out. Still gonna play out Island just to keep up Mantle and just say go. Maybe I'm fine still taking 7 here. I'm still at a high life total. And then maybe if Daxos can gain an extra extra devotion, I should be okay, because I don't really feel like I need to chump block at this point. Yeah, 7 power first striker is definitely scary, but there's nothing I can do to deal with it, so still gonna take it here. And an Archon, jeez. Alright. But I can stun main Pegasus with the Mantle. Just gonna say go. We'll see what he tries this turn. And then what? I guess he can get back the Ominous Sun to tap down my stuff. Right, so what we can do now, don't mind getting life with the Sun main Pegasus. I could give something +1/+1, and then Pious Wayfarer can maybe kill this Archon. So I think I'm gonna do this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to blocks. Activate the Sun main Pegasus ability, gain lifelink. And then I'm gonna Starlight Mantle and then loot with the Show Kraken, I think. I believe this is what we have to do in this scenario. Definitely need to take action here. Another Starlight Mantle. Don't know if this is worth it. Gift of Strength. Okay, so this is going to become a 7/7. Well, that's annoying, since if I use a Starlight Mantle, it's still going to be a 5/6. Well, that's not a card you see every day. So there we have it. Open the Sea, I think I'll just use it now. Need to find some answers. Otherwise we're gonna die. Dreadful Apathy looks good. I'm definitely gonna take it here. Ooh, Commanding Presence. Definitely gonna discard the land. What can I do here? Do we Dreadful Apathy the Spider? He can just get back, but I mean, I think the biggest concern is the Nihilia's Forerunner. I think I'll just Dreadful Apathy that, get that out of the way. Now what? Guess I can use the Sentinel's Eyes on the Vexingol, and then keep up. Don't hate the Sentinel's Eyes. Don't know if I need Commanding Presence to win, however. Maybe I can still take 4 from this Archon. Yeah, let's just play it. Turtle's not going to do anything, so that can go. I think I'll Starlight Mantle here, just to, I could just take 4, I could just Commanding Presence this Vexingol next turn, and just try to get in, which isn't a bad idea, and then keep up Starlight Mantle. So I think I can afford to still take 4 this turn, otherwise I can Starlight Mantle and Ambush. But then, if I do, this is going to become a 4/4. I guess it's a 6/6 second survive Chain Web Arachneer if he decides to attack. I think I'd go for it. And do I loot with the Vexingol? Probably not, since I kind of need this Commanding Presence to start beating down. He probably has something here that can kill me. Alright, another Gift of Strength. Alright. So I don't think I can win now with the Commanding Presence play. Okay. Yep, let's get rid of it. I think Dream Trawler is my only hope, basically. And then we still have Stern Dismissal up. I need to make sure I don't deck myself. That's another thing. Still fine taking 5. Definitely keeping land in hand. Let's Sentinel's Eyes our Dream Trawler. Definitely not going to draw here and loot, since I don't want to end up decking myself again. And I have a Flicker to try some stuff. Could Stern Dismissal, probably not. I think it's fine just attacking here. Gaining a million life. Say go. Dawn Evangel, not something I necessarily need. I think I'll bomb them both. Definitely need a lot more interaction here. Which one do I want to kill? Probably the Archon, probably the Nexus Wardens. Nexus Warden is much more annoying. Yeah, maybe the Nexus Wardens can go. Actually, these are higher power, so I think I kill them first. Don't know here. I think I ran out of all my interaction. Would love the Starlight Mantor Commanding Presence or something. I think I might still have Dreadful Apathy in this deck. That can lock down maybe the... Oh, I guess I already Dreadful Apathy the Nylea's Forerunner, so this is going to be a pretty hard match to win. Ooh, Stern Dismissal. Okay, that's looking nice. I think I'll get him for an attack. I can even use Karametra's Blessing, which isn't bad. Guess the opponent's just trying to deck me at this point. Lagona, okay. Well, that's going to get him back his Sentinel's Eyes or something. And gain him some life. Probably going to grab his Indomitable Will. Oh, never mind. He's just gonna deck me. Yeah, I don't know if I could wand that. The double Nexus Warden really helped them win. I'm not gonna waste my time. But I don't know. Maybe there was a turn where I could have flickered the Dreadful Apathy or something. I don't know. I was a little bit too greedy with that in that matchup. Maybe the Commanding Presence with the Dream Trawler was the win condition, but didn't really know how to navigate that matchup. But hopefully we get to 7 wins. We do have Naiad on 3. We're on the draw. Doesn't seem too bad, especially on the draw. Kraken's going to take a while. It's not too exciting though, but guess I'll keep. Alright, made it to 3 mana. That's good for us. Opponent's also playing blue-white and a Stinging Lionfish. I think that card's fine. Can take 2 for now. Maybe next turn we can play the Naiad, develop that, and see how this pans out. Ooh, Dawn Evangel? Think I prefer maybe the Naiad first or Dawn Evangel. Since the Dawn Evangel can potentially give us a turn 4 Daybreak Chimera, but I do need another Plains off the top, which is a bit of a risk. The Naiad can give us the Flicker of Fates, but maybe Dawn Evangel's fine. He could just play the Omen of the Sun next turn, on our turn to tap this down and get in for 4. But he doesn't have it. If he attacks, it's going to be a little bit odd. Okay, that's great. I don't mind a Dreadful Apathy taking down a Dawn Evangel. Ooh, now I can play the Daybreak Chimera, which is even better. I could flicker the Dawn Evangel to get rid of this Dreadful Apathy. He could have his own Flicker of Fate combo, which I don't doubt he has, but he would need enough. He would need like 5 mana to exile Flicker of Fate onto our Daybreak Chimera, and I can still Flicker of Fate my own Daybreak Chimera in response. Hopefully I can top deck a Starlight Mantle because Dreadful Apathy is a bit scary. Ooh, Dream Trawler. Well, I guess I can play the Naiad and still keep up Flicker, so that's not bad. Get in there for 3, which is pretty nice. Next turn he can use the Apathy. We'll Flicker our Chimera to save it from it. Alright, let's Flicker. I could let it resolve maybe, but if he resolved, he could exile in response if I tried to Flicker Fate on it. Alright, I think we just move to attacks. If we try some Commanding Presence play, I have Stern Dismissal. Elspeth Conquers Death. Okay. Well, that's not something I want to bounce back to my hand, so I guess I'll let that resolve and kill my Chimera. I still have the Nyxborn Courser as a decent blocker, and I can still attack past the 2-1 and the 1-2, so it's not bad. Would love Dream Trawler here, but I think I'll move to attacks and to see what happens. Opponent's chump blocking. Interesting, you could have a trick here. If he does, I guess I can Stern Dismissal. Guess he's just going to chump block. Alright. Reverend Hoplite. Alright. That's a lot of 1-1s. So I think this needs to be a Dream Trawler win here, so I don't think we move to attacks, we just play Dream Trawler, keep up lands to give it hexproof. Ooh, I guess you can counter it, but didn't think about that, but gotta go for it. Alright, sweet. Looks like we have our 6 wins, just a final boss, get to 7 wins, and yeah, and we can finally get our first 7-win video for our Dream Trawler deck. But overall, it's been pretty fun. Let's move to the final boss. Alright, we have Transcendent Envoy, Nyxborn Courser, Sunmane. I think we have a decent curve we're on to play. Hopefully we start top decking good stuff. I don't think I can go down to 6 with this hand, so I'll keep. Opponent's playing black, so the hexproof stuff does matter. Make sure we don't overcommit and get totally punished. So Elspeth Conquers Death will be pretty scary next turn. So hopefully he doesn't play it against us. I guess he can only take out the Nyxborn Courser at the very least with it. And we don't have any non-creature spells in our hand, so it's just a 1-for-1 at the end of the day. No Elspeth Conquers Death, please. Scavenging Harpy, okay. I'm fine trading this off, maybe. I could just hold on to it, not attack with it since it can potentially have value, and then I can just... I guess I can still sneak in 2 damage here with the Nyxborn. And then now the Sunmane Pegasus can start assaulting the opponent. Well, alright, Dreadful Apathy. I can flicker the Sunmane Pegasus. I don't mind that strategy. Well, now he has a 3-2 attacker, so that's pretty annoying. So which one do I want to save? Ooh, Dream Trawler, huh? Well, I guess we have to develop our lands here. Could just attack with the Nyxborn. I don't hate it. Do I flicker the Sunmane Pegasus? I could. It's not a bad strategy. I could just flicker the Scavenging Harpy, since this is going to end up trading with it anyways. This is interesting. I think we just say go. I might just hold on to Turtle for the Dream Trawler to give it hexproof. Aspect, okay, definitely flickering the Scavenging Harpy now. That's fine. No Dream Trawler mana yet, okay. Guess I'm fine just attacking the Courser here. Getting in for 2. Rage Scar Berserker. Yeah, that's fine. Taking 3 is not the end of the world. I could still trade for the Scavenging Harpy, but this is only 3 damage. Yeah, I think we just let it happen. Then I think it's fine flashing the Turtle, since it can maybe block the Rage Scar. I mean, we still have the 1-2 behind as a blocker. We'll just say go. And then, yeah, show Kraken I don't hate. I'll just play it out. Leave everything up to block. Might just double block the Rage Scar Berserker with both of these if he decides to attack. Hierophant, okay. Whoa, he milled a bunch of good stuff. Guess he can now Sentinel's Eyes and get in for 3. But I do have the Stern Dismissal, and the Dream Trawler can block it pretty reasonably well. Yep, definitely double blocking the Rage Scar. I can't afford to take all this damage, so... Okay, let's have Dream Trawler basically win us this entire draft. If Scavenging Harpy attacks, what do we do? Maybe we just don't block it. Okay, let's see what he tries here. Let's tap it. Could just double block the Venomous Hierophant. I don't hate it, since this is a lot of damage. I don't think I'll die though. So I think it's fine still taking 6 since I'm going to gain back 5 life anyways. Yeah, I think I'm fine just taking it. It's not the end of the world. Keep land in for the Hexproof ability. Smooth attacks. And if he tries something, I can Stern Dismissal. But definitely gaining 5 life and drawing a card here is pretty nice. More lands, not what we want to see. I think I'm just going to keep the lands to give more hexproof to Dream Trawler. He could have like Rise to Glory, I guess. Which, you know, if he does, I can Stern Dismissal the Dreadful Apathy and still survive. Courser, alright. Do I double block the Hierophant? I think I should still be fine if I take 6. Yeah, I should still be fine. Ooh, Daxos. That's looking nice. I think we'll just move to combat here. I guess it's fine playing out land and Daxos here. And then we basically win from here, I think. Guess I can Stern Dismissal this. I don't hate it. Yeah, let's do it. This is pretty much giving, since I need the mana to keep up the Hexproof ability. I mean, I need lands to keep up the Hexproof. He can exile my stuff, but who cares? Alright, 7 wins. Dream Trawler makes it. Definitely a first pick bomb that you would force in Theros Beyond Death Limited. And got our 7 wins. So, nice 7-2 deck. Let's claim our prize. Open the packs. Pretty busted card, excellent card as well, great card as well, but pack 1 pick 1 would probably be the Thaumaturg since it can become anything, which is pretty busted. Take the rare, but Ichthyomorphosis and Zetest in Training, I do like these 2 cards. Guess I'll take an Inevitable End for our pack 1 pick 1. Alright, nice 7-win video. Hopefully I'm gonna upload more Theros Beyond Death draft videos for some of you who want to learn the set. And yeah, in the meantime, have a great day. Bye.